It is Modern Monday again. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on for this week. I'm not going to be doing any painting necessarily in this video because what I'm painting, I'm going to do a painting tutorial on. So there's going to be another video up later this week that I'm filming tonight, and I'll probably have to film some of it tomorrow night as well on Tuesday. But this is what I'm working on. I had said that I was going to work on some modern Special Forces guys. And these are going to be Ukrainian Special Forces, and I'm using Footsore Miniatures Spetsnaz. These, I think, are the older models that came out for Spetsnaz. I think they've come out with another set of Spetsnaz that are a little bit different. I believe that's what I bought. I'm pretty sure. I bought 12. There's 5 more that I'm putting together right as we speak. And then I'm going to be priming them. And then while I always do this, I always have something else on the go to work on while my paints are drying or whatever, if I'm using washes or whatever. So I've got some Shilkas in 10 mil. So I can get some air support, anti-aircraft support for my Russians for North Ag when it comes out. So I'm working on those as well. And I am working on something else. I'll probably give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. But I'm going to do a review video on that product as well, hopefully this week. It might be next week or on the weekend. But because I'm going to be playing 10 mil modern, and it's a new scale for me, I have been working on some scenery. And I'm just going to move these guys out of the way just for a second. And, you know, I have printed a small kind of apartment building, and that I've ripped apart, and I'm making it look like it's been, you know, hit by some shell fire and stuff like that. So I'll be working on this, painting this as well. And I'll be fixing the interiors, so it looks like it's been blown up and there's walls and stuff like that. So that's one piece I'm working on. But I got mail today. I got from Battle Scale Miniatures. I'll put a link in the video when I do the review and stuff like that. And this is one of the ruined buildings. And then there's little piles of ruins as well. And there's the 3 different styles, and I got a few of them. I bought some extras, and so bought this one as well. And these have been washed, and I primed them. And then I bought this one, and I've started doing a little bit of painting on it. But what I'll be doing is I'll be doing more of a review while I paint them and stuff like that, and so you guys can see what they look like. But I'm really quite impressed with these. They look really good so far. And I'll put that video up hopefully by the weekend. It might be on the weekend. But that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial video on how I'm doing a basically multicam. I was quite happy with this, how it turned out, but I think the green is a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do, because I used all contrast paints on this. I know I've been doing just contrast paints a lot lately, but it is speeding up my painting. I have to admit that. It's improving my brush control, because I'm having to, you know, just watch what I'm painting and stuff, and I'm finding that it is improving my regular painting with regular paints as well, because I'm more conscious how I'm painting. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, instead of a contrast paint for the green on the camo, I'm going to be using maybe a reflective green from Vallejo, or US uniform from Vallejo, or I might even just use that green from Citadel. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to play around with it. Like I said, I'm going to record the video. This was my test model. It does look, very tabletop worthy, but I think the green that's on there right now is just a little too dark. So I'm going to play around with the colors a little bit. Somebody asked me, because I had posted pictures on my Instagram, that the model doesn't look like it's been painted by contrast paint. It has been, but then I usually put a filter over of I take some Agrex Earthshade and I put some mixing medium into it, or something to thin it down just a little bit, and then I put a coat of that over top, and I find it makes it look a little bit more realistic on the modern stuff. So that's what I do, because I find the washes are not the washes, but the contrast paints are very vibrant, and I wanted to tone it down a little bit, so I used a little bit of Agrex Earthshade. But that's what I'm working on. Like I said, I'm building 5 more of these guys, and then I'll be priming them today, and then while I'm waiting for the contrast paints to dry, I'll be working on the Shilkas just to get some more air support, and then after these guys are done, so for next Monday, I think, what am I going to work on? I might go and work on some of the troops that I want to use for a campaign in Africa for made-up countries, for modern, starting probably the 70s and 80s, and yeah, maybe early 90s as well. But I think the period I'm going to be trying to stay with is the 70s and 80s, because then I can still use some World War II equipment that I have in this scale, in 28 mil scale. And then I can also use, cool stuff like Centurions and stuff like that, and BMPs and BTRs and stuff like that, and T-55s. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to finish off some of those models. I've got a squad of guys that I've been working on, and I think I'm going to work on those, get them done. I'm trying to use these videos to kick me in the butt to finish some stuff that I have started, and also, start some new stuff. Like, these are brand new. I bought these not long before I moved into this house, so a few months ago. So I'm going to work on those, get those done, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys next week how they turned out. And watch for that video. I'll be posting links and stuff on Facebook and stuff. And if you want to keep up with the videos I do, hit subscribe, ring the bell, you know how it works, and hit like. And if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Okay, guys, that's it for this week's update on Modern Monday. I don't know if I'll necessarily be painting every Modern Monday on the camera. It's probably just going to be more updates of what I've gotten done and what I'm working on and stuff like that. And if you guys want to see something, let me know. Just say something below. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.